Well, good morning to you. I'm tracking our latest storm system. New this morning, a flood watch is up for the area. Heavy rain today. Details straight ahead.
Roads are very wet in the valley, folks, causing some crashes around town. I'm Kai, the traffic guy. I'll tell you where in traffic.
And we have chain controls on Melrose Highway. I'll tell you what you need to look out for before heading out the door this morning.
Hang in there, Jamie.
What a good sport. Oh, friends, we have a lot to tell you about. Today is Thursday, November 16th, and yeah, big storm happening.
Some skier prayed for snow. I'm John Potter. Thanks for tuning us in on Channel 2 News this morning.
Okay, our breaking news right now in Storm Watch. All incline schools, you are on a 2-hour delay this morning. Incline schools, that delay due to snow and the power outage.
Well, the power outage is affecting 377 customers in Washoe County, 28 in Lyon County. The power is expected to be restored by 8 o'clock this morning. This is the storm we've been telling you about. It's rain pouring in the valley, snow in the mountains. Snow was down to lake level last night. Let's get an update, Storm Watch team coverage.
A lot going on. Jamie Hayes live for us, braving the elements on Melrose Highway. Kai Sisson in the traffic center with details on the slippery morning commute. But first, we're going to send it over to Jeff Martinez. That's our big story, weather. Good morning.
Yeah, that's right. Hi there, John and Andy. Good morning to you. Yes, it all started last night, but new this morning. We have a flood watch up now for us today, as we're going to see some heavy rain out there. Already are seeing some good showers. We could see upwards of an inch of rain or so right here in Reno. So if you live near small creeks and streams or near burn areas from recent wildfires, pay attention. Could get some runoff, and again, streams and rivers will definitely be on the rise today. So taking a look out there right now, we are seeing some decent showers continuing to push into the area. A live look outside, and you can see the wet roadways. We've already had perhaps about quarter an inch to maybe up to half an inch in the west side of town. 44 degrees, your current temperature. This is a relatively warm storm. That's why snow levels have been bouncing around. They did lower to I-80 level last night, but they bounced right back up this morning. So they are above pass level, at least around I-80. But look at all the showers out there coming down pretty good, especially in the north part of town, up around Spanish Springs, Stead, the yellow and red areas. You see that's some decent rain coming down all the way down through Urington, reporting some showers. Fernley, Carson City getting some rain, and then kind of east of Lovelock, another band of showers happening. But for now, snow levels staying above about 7,500 to 8,000 feet. You can see Truckee checking in with 37 degrees. Same for Stead. So that gives you an idea where the snow levels are at. They will begin to drop by this afternoon and evening. We do have a cold front on the way. That's going to keep our winds rather gusty. Still some 40-mile-an-hour winds in Winnemucca, 32-mile-an-hour gusts here in Reno. Yesterday, we had 60-mile-an-hour winds around the area. Walker Lake, a 76-mile-an-hour gust yesterday afternoon, evening. Here comes the rain. Look at this, upwards to near an inch here in Reno, possible. Maybe an inch and a half up towards Stead and Susanville, along with the strong winds. It won't be quite as bad as yesterday, but still some gusts around 50 miles an hour. So cloudy, windy, rainy today. Dress warmly. Keep the umbrellas handy. About 53 for the high today. More on your weather coming up. Have a good Thursday. Back to you guys.
Do not like the flood advisory for us. No offense. All right, we'll get to Jamie in a moment. Kai, the traffic guy. Checking the roads. How are you?
Good morning, everybody. All right, we've already seen 3 crashes this morning, so because of just how wet our roads are right now, it's likely we're going to see more than 3 as the morning goes on. Right now, yeah, those 3 have been cleared. This is a live look looking north of the Spaghetti Bowls. People come down 395 southbound. Rain still falling, of course, all around town. Traffic is slow going on the westbound lanes. I-80 at Sparks Marina. Well, let's talk about some chain controls, where they are and where they are not. Let's start over at Donner Pass, where they lifted chain requirements at about 2:45 this morning, so no chain controls, but we're definitely seeing some yellow, even a red line there, so traffic is slow going in the east and westbound lanes if you're heading to or from Donner Pass. Excuse me. Also at 267, chains required there to and from the lake and Spooner Summit, chains or snow tires required. And lastly here, south of South Lake Tahoe, Highway 88, chains required near Kirkwood, but luckily Kirkwood is still closed. Well, Jamie Hayes is live right now at Melrose Highway. Jamie, you forgot your umbrella. It does me no good in here, but you do need it. Tell us what's going on up there.
Okay, well, first off, I'm an Oregonian. We don't believe in umbrellas, so there's that. Second of all, it is very windy. The wind has definitely picked up. Yes, there is chain controls from Bullseye all the way up to Incline Village, and we are getting icicles off the car. So if we're getting them on the car, you're going to have them at your home as well, so be careful walking out this morning. And snowplows are coming through because there are snow on the ground, on the road, all over the place. It's very slippery. But underneath all this snow is ice, all ice. So please be careful when you are driving up. Even if you see the snowplow coming through, it's still very slippery, and people are taking it very, very slow. Some people aren't though, and they're learning their lesson the hard way, fishtailing all over the place. We've seen a few close calls this morning. Now you can see all of the snow piled up from the snowplows. They are working very hard. This is up here on the Mount Rose Trail. This is actually the parking lot. This is blocked. The snow has blocked the parking lot, and again, the wind is really picking up. And if you are coming in and you have to pull over to put chains on, make sure you wear reflective gear like this vest here, or a flashlight, anything so you can be seen, because it is very dark out here. It's very hard to see. There's snow, ice all over the place. So please be careful coming up to Mount Rose this morning. Back to you guys.
Oh, Jamie, hang in there. Great job. New in Crime Beat, folks. A student is now behind bars for threatening the safety of students and staff at Oak Ridge High School. That's in El Dorado County.
California, right?
Yep.
Now, the school outside of Folsom in El Dorado Hills, police say they interviewed the suspect and witnesses, resulting in an arrest. Officers added, the El Dorado County Sheriff's Office takes any threats toward our schools and community seriously. Currently, there are no other known or credible threats to Oak Ridge High School or any other schools. Now, this threat was reported after school hours. Classes are expected to run as planned today.
Near Red Bluff, California, folks remember the now 5 lives lost and those injured during the shooting rampage on Tuesday. It's now 5 folks. During a vigil last night, prayers and words of comfort were offered. Earlier in the day, police ID'd, there he is, the shooter, the madman, Kevin Neal. He was out on bail, actually, after being charged with stabbing a neighbor. Officers also found the body of his wife hidden in the floor of his home. Neal shot and killed 2 neighbors before driving to an elementary school, killing a total of 5 and wounding 10 others before being shot and killed by police.
It is the most expensive painting ever sold. Last night, Da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, that is Latin for Savior of the World, there it is, went on the auction block. 20 minutes later, it sold for a record-breaking $450 million.
And the piece is sold.
The buyer was I would say rather calm for bidding this kind of money.
That's a lot of money. The Salvator Mundi is considered to be one of the last paintings by the greatest artist of all time. The artwork depicts Jesus Christ dressed in flowing robes holding a crystal orb, and Da Vinci painted it in the 1500s. They say it was once owned by King Charles I of England. It disappeared in 1763 for over 100 years, then resurfaced in London. In 1958, it was auctioned off for a mere $100. Then it dropped off the grid again for another 50 years. In 2005, an art collector found the painting in Louisiana, badly damaged and painted over. After a 6-year restoration process, the masterpiece, dubbed the Last Da Vinci, came back to life. Pretty impressive looking painting.
They just looked at the back of it. It says made in China. Actually, some New York City critics are saying that they think it's a fake. And, you know, I always go by what the New York City critics
Right.
have to say. $450 million.
$450 million.
That's not a bad price if you have money to launder. Still to